Howdy, y'all, welcome back to TRYCRAFT, and today I got all sorts of things to show you. I've literally been building all freaking day. Well, not technically 24 hours straight, but I've been doing a lot of building. Uh, yeah, so when I said I was going to go a little bit overboard or just go full blown on some stuff, well, I kind of did. And I may have gone a bit too far, I don't know. Or I might not have gone far enough. I guess I'll let y'all decide. But, let me first start off with the outside. So I made a few changes to the outside up here. Just a few. I think it looks pretty cool. Those are actually, if you are not familiar with chisel, those are anti-blocks. Those are actually blocks from that I've learned about from my playthrough on anti-material energy. Get out of here. So I figured, yeah, screw it, I'll use them. Pretty neat, huh? I like them. Yeah, so I just turned them into strips. I got some glowstone nooks there to make them a little bit more exciting. I got another little plain one on over here. These are more chisel blocks that are new. Neon blue plate. I opened the place up a little bit. These are new chisel blocks. Added a bunch more glass. And let's go on inside. Yeah, so obviously you can see the floor is different. Some things are different. And if you look down there, you'll see that there is a bunch of stuff going on down there. We'll be heading down there maybe another episode. But I had filled this up. I even got some more going over here because of things that I was doing down there. So I needed to make sure I had plenty of room. But yeah, we got lots of stuff going on down here. That's how you get down there. There's also a quick way down, but we're not going to do that. This is another chisel block too. This is an industrial technical block. And it actually says I'm a big fan of this massive fan. Unfortunately, you can't really pick and choose where this shows up because it's a pattern. And so if this one just happened to fit like right here, but the next one starts right here, and then 3 blocks later it starts again, and then 3 blocks later it starts again. So you can't like just go, oh, I'm going to start another one over here. It can't because it's a pattern. So yeah. So this is a transparent scaffold technical block, which is pretty neat. And some of the new EMC changes were you know, kind of stunk because it took the AMC away from a bunch of things that I liked, especially the ethereal glass, the dark ethereal glass and the plain ethereal glass. No more EMC, so I can't dupe it no more. So what I got is what I got, unless I want to make it with blocks, with the unstable ingots. I hooked up the smelter and the sag mill down here because up there got a little crowded. I'll show you why in a second. Ooh, gotta wait for that. I stepped on the elevators there. Alright, so here comes the big thing. I got this in my hand, the mana spreader, because I need to put it back. But yeah, here comes the big thing. Oh, do you see it? Can you see it? It's a little crazy. I will warn you, there's a lot of flashing lights and there's a lot of things going on, so if you're sensitive to things like that, you might not want to watch this part. Because if there was, okay, well, when we get up there, if there was like an insane techno beat, you know, playing at the time, you know, some like sick house music or something, probably be a good time to play some. Yeah, so we're gonna head up here. This space I left blank because we're putting crafting and maybe some more machines in this area. Yeah, so let's start with right here. These things are blue. Well, the colors don't really matter. Well, the colors do matter, but they're unstable beacons. I've yet to use these ever. It's the first time I've used them, and they're freaking awesome. And you don't know you don't know the full effect until I get a little bit higher. These are spreader turntables. My original plan were so see, you put a spreader on top of it and it turns them around. allowing you to hit several mana pools at once, etc., that kind of thing. Well, not at once, but it'll allow you to hit something in a 360-degree turn. So my original plan was to have the capacitors along the outside with the RF acceptors, the redstone, the flux, whatever they are, the things that take the mana and turn it into RF on top of them around in a circle. So these things would spin around, and I'd have like tiers of them. So I'd have one, and then another tier, and then another tier, and another tier. So like imagine those blocks up there, the capacitors, with the mana flux field. That's what they're called, mana flux fields, all around. So these things would be spinning, and they'd be facing outwards. So they'd be spinning, and they'd be producing mana, but it wasn't working. So I scrapped that idea and then decided to just turn it into a light show instead. So now they're just spinning them around because it looks cool. And so I got the khakis down here. The block placer, the setup that I've got pretty much going for everything. Instead of the one that ticks all the time, I just put the redstone clock on here. So now it doesn't tick. No ticking. And it still serves the same purpose. The block placer is pointing downwards, so it's placing it right there. And all 4 of the khakis are eating from one cake, instead of the other way I did things. So obviously this thing is full of freaking cake. Cake for days. Got the energy collector and the glowstone block on top. So I also put the rainbow lens on there, so it's producing different colors. And obviously this looks pretty good at night. The glowstone block I might replace with like a black glowstone, just so it's not so bright. But we're gonna get a little bit higher. So those are all firing at here. Now this is where this spreader is missing from. I wanted this. This was it. It was like the first one I put down, so it was draining a lot faster. Now you see all these other ones are full. I'm waiting for this one to fill back up again. It's about halfway, so it might be okay now. So let's try putting it down. Yeah, it should be firing right at it. Yeah, it is. So I'm not too worried about it. There you go. Now we just linked it. So these are all full and continuously firing away, and they're all firing up to progressively higher. You know, basically just the next tier up. So that one's firing at that one, and that one's firing way up there at that one. So if you look at what's going on up here, they're firing into these mana distributors. So these are taking the mana and they're filling the various mana pools. This one's pretty low because I had that one pulled off. So these are now firing over here to the mana flux fields, which are filling up the capacitor. And the capacitor at this point in time is hitting sometimes about 1,000, a little bit over 1,000. Because like I said, I had these lined up actually all the way around and had it on the turntable, so it was spinning all around, but it just wasn't working, so I got rid of it. And I was like, well, how much more crazy crap can I throw in here? So I got some of these unstable cubes, which is also how you make the beacons down there. But these things just fire off just lights all over the place. If I get rid of the wand, it's a little less annoying, but with the wand, that way you see all the paths that everything's taking, so it's a little crazy. Now if you notice, there's like a blast of light going past me here. You see it? It's like a red, and then there's a kind of a greenish, and then there's the blue. Those are the beacons down there. They're literally like, instead of like a beam, like a vanilla beacon, they're just blasting like particles up into the air. The particle effects. And they're going all the way up. And yeah. So there's 4 tiers of this. One here, one here, one here, and the other one up there. And they each rotate, you know, over to the corner. So each one of these spreaders can fire at it. So each one's got, you know, the distributor with the 2 pools and the spreaders with a host of crazy lightning blocks, the unstable cubes. You know, so these are firing over there, these are firing over there, and then these are firing in the opposite direction. So these are all linked together all the way down to here. And these are still firing from over there from the Cake Star. I'm just gonna call it the Death Star. It's just easier to call it the Death Star. So they're all still firing over here. So altogether, I hit roughly 1,000 RF a tick, and I got 2.7 billion capacity at this point right now. So yeah, thankfully these still have EMC, so they're real easy to get. So at the top, it's a little crazy look, and it's even a little crazier outside. So if you look up there, these beacons go all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, and it's just a freaking, it's like a Willy Wonka from the 60s, like from the, actually it's from the 70s. Willy Wonka from the 70s, like boat ride over here. Alright, so we're gonna go down here, and I'm gonna take the elevator up and show you what it looks like, because we can't get outside from up there. Do I remember which one it is? I think it's this one. I think it's the blue one. Yep, there we go. Alright, we're all the way up top. See, because I got glass here because it was raining. And oh, look at that. This is what the beacons do. This is what the beacons do. We're gonna go back down, and I'm gonna show you outside from the bottom. Oi, 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 oi. Look what it does. How freaking crazy is that? Massive particle effects. Ooh, I want to see what my 4 looks like. So, oh, nice. It's all lit up. I like it. It looks like it's neon. So you can see that I've added a ton more glass, and it's because I wanted to be able to see what's going on inside. It's like a freaking disco in here. It's like just boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants. It's just nuts in here, right? That's why I had to put it like a little bit high. I had to put it a bunch higher than where most of the functioning is going to be going on, because it's just insanity. Look at all this. This is nuts. I got these huge windows so you can see in here. This thing's just like a freaking particle cannon. And they're so cheap to make. I want to put them all over the place and just have this insane, like, explosion of color everywhere. You can totally see the platform I built up here to cover up that thing, to cover up the island. Oh, I also learned that those shard of Laputas, the things that I used to raise that island down there, dude, this is nuts. Ooh, it's like a galaxy up here. Oh, look, there's mobs on top of this thing. I never actually bothered to look up here. I didn't think they could spawn. It's awesome. And those slabs too, yeah, but I didn't put them on the halfer. Nice. Some decent experience. I'll just go ahead and pick this up. It was just a blood moon, so I got a ton of experience. I was killing everything I saw. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Come again. Oh, okay. So yeah, as I was saying, I learned that you can increase the radius of the shard. So this was just the basic original shard. I think it was like, what was it, 14 by 14, I think it was. And so you can raise it all the way up to like a Mark 20, meaning it adds another block for every like upgrade you give it. So that would be a 20 more block radius, so you can raise a huge island. And I'm really contemplating just going over here and doing that as soon as the world loads in. I was thinking also, I wonder what would happen if I found one of these trees and activated that, like dug a hole under the inside of the tree and activated one of those shards inside the tree. Would it lift the whole freaking tree up with it too? That might be something I try to do. That might be something I try to do. There's more of these trees around too. I know where some more are. Oh, the whole world is just hurting. All right, I gotta park it somewhere. Get, please. All right. All right, that's empty. Good. It's empty because everything is going in here. 178 mini CO essence. Yeah, those are the ultimate emerald apples that I got as a present. But everything's going in here. I don't have my quarry hooked up yet, but I have all the pieces for the freaking... yeah, I tore it all down. I need to hook my smeltery back up, I just realized. I could probably just do that. I need to put that... I'll put that downstairs. Ooh. Ooh, I got a heart. Nice. I'll drop some of this stuff off. I've literally been putting everything in here. Here, I have some nooks and a head. I'm gonna open these. I've been like dire wolfing it. Just everything goes in there. I don't care what it is. Ooh, what's that? Visstone. Slowly recharges held ones. Very slowly, apparently. Does it recharge as well? Can I just wear that? I can't just wear that. Potion of night vision. Cool. Gold coins, ingots, a ring, a splash potion. Nice. I won't bother with a bow. Potion of water breathing. Okay. But yeah, so I was using these Andy blocks. What kind of stinks about them? Okay, so like obviously you're aware that when you put them down, yeah, they're bright as hell and they emit light actually. But when you cut them into micro blocks, they don't emit light. Just on the top parts, not on the sides. See? They don't emit light. It just depends where you, where you put them. They might, but on a wall, they don't emit light, which kind of stinks, but oh well. They're still a solid white, a solid blue with the black outline. But yeah, this thing is really cool. I keep waiting to get like blown up into the air from it. Alright, so I have everything chunk loaded. Maybe we'll just, I don't know. Oh, I gotta get off of that thing. Hold on, let me see how long we recorded. You know what? We'll just call this after. We'll just call this now. You know, I'll save that for another episode. And because what I got to show you down there won't take very long, and then we'll go and we'll do we'll try to raise a whole freaking island off the ground. See what happens with a tree and all. Just to see what happens. Oh man, this thing is so crazy. Alright, well, this is my power gen now. Yeah, it's in about 1,000 RF a tick. These things are non-stop. This is like my core. I was like, oh, what can I do to like give myself a seizure? I know. Let's put all the flashing lights in here. I should line it with Andy blocks too. Just freaking light everywhere. Oh god, I just go blind and probably just have to poke my eyes out. I see enough of those in my other Let's Play. Alright, well. Whew. Oh. There we go. Thanks for watching. That's a hell of a screenshot. Oh, right in the face. Oh, and all the lightning. Alright, thanks for watching, y'all. I hope, let me know what you think. Let me know if I should go a little bit crazier, too. If not, I sure as heck can. If you don't want me to, I don't have to. I don't know. Whatever. There's a lot of things I could do. And I just might, just for squirts and giggles. So, thanks for watching. Later, y'all.